Blueberries. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to talk to you about blueberries because they are my favorite fruit. Not only are they delicious, but they go well with just about anything that I make, especially in the morning. I put them in my smoothies, put them in my protein drinks, I put them in my oatmeal, and they're so delicious in all of those. And I eat them by hand. But remember, the most important thing that you want to remember to do is make sure that they're organic. All the foods that I eat are organic. I don't try not to look at the price tag, because for some reason they make organic foods way more expensive than the toxic foods. I don't know why they're not using toxic sprays, but maybe it's to discourage us from eating clean. I don't know. That's my theory. But they are delicious. You want to do organic so that you don't get the pesticides, because it's not like a banana where, or orange that has a peeling over it. But even still, you want to get those organic as well because organic begins with the soil. Even though an orange and a banana has a peeling on it, I still get it organic because I want to make sure that the soil is not contaminated as well. But blueberries are so delicious, and it's just amazing. They're not loaded with sugar, even though they're sweet. They're kind of sweet and kind of not, but just the right taste for me because I don't eat a lot of sugar. Some fruits are just really really sweet, but blueberries are perfect. And they also provide, let's see, 80 grams of protein, which is about a nice handful of blueberries, about a fourth of a cup. This is what it supplies: protein, about zero point 0.0 grams of protein, about zero point 0.2 grams of fat, 7.3 grams of carbohydrates, 1.2 fiber, 53 grams of potassium, which is something that your body needs. If you start eating God's food, you don't really have to take these man-made supplements, all this synthetic stuff. You want to get the best way to get your vitamins and your minerals are from the organic foods. It has vitamin C in it, about 0.75 milligrams of vitamin C, 53 milligrams of protein, 5 milligrams of vitamin C. So they have a lot of benefits. They're pretty much called, like, they are a superfood, but they are called the superfoods of superfoods because they pack a lot of punch. Not the kind of punch that you drink, but a big punch of a lot of things. For instance, blueberries are high in antioxidants. They have the highest amount of antioxidants of all the fruits and vegetables out there. They can help with managing your blood pressure by supporting the health of blood vessels and reducing the arterial stiffness. So, like my mom, she had a lot of plaque in her arteries. And I wish I had known back then what I know now. After I started taking care of her, I was learning a lot, but I'll know a whole lot more since I don't have her with me anymore. And I've had a lot of time to really dig into these causes of diseases and things. And I've learned even so much more than I knew when I was taking care of her. And she had a lot of artery problems. I don't remember ever seeing my mother eat blueberries and some of the things that I'm teaching you guys about. But anyway, it helps with managing blood pressure because it supports the health of the blood vessels and reduces arterial stiffness, and it also reduces the risk of heart disease by keeping the blood vessels from being stiff and hardened. And it's also good. Blueberries are also good for lowering or regulating blood sugar. It's low in sugar. It has fiber and it's also helps with insulin. It improves insulin sensitivity. And blueberries also are good for your eyes. I know a friend of mine had a stroke. My best friend, as a matter of fact, she had a stroke, and it really messed up her vision. So now the doctors won't let her drive. She can't drive. But she's been taking a lot of blueberries because they're really good for your eyes. And her vision has improved. And most doctors, you keep going back for your eye test, and they want to give you more glasses, which when you wear glasses, it actually weakens your eyes. That's why every year they want you to go back and be tested again and get a better prescription. Then you're looking through these glasses all the time, it weakens your eyes, and then next year it's just that's why you keep getting a better, larger prescription for your eyes, for your eyes, for your eyeglasses, because that's what happens. But if you start taking better care of yourself, and I'm going to help you out and tell you the things that I've learned, and I'm sharing my notes with you, it helps maintain eye health because it protects against macular degeneration of the eye. Blueberries, I'm telling you, my favorite fruit. It also supports your immunity because it supports your gut health. I want to do something on gut health too later on. But you know how you sometimes say, I just got that gut feeling? You know, your gut, you have to take care of your gut because that they're saying that the cell structure in the gut is almost identical to the cell structure in the brain. So that's why you have that gut feeling because the area in the gut and the area in the brain talk to each other. So you want to keep your gut healthy and clean by making sure that you have more good bacteria in your gut than you do bad bacteria. So blueberries actually help support good gut health. Your gut is where 70% of your immunity lives, in the gut. 70%. And so many of us are just walking around with dirty guts. Your colon is filthy. You have old, undigested fecal matter stuck in the gut, old, undigested food that, because we overeat, we eat a lot of flesh that doesn't really digest. It's hard on your digestive system, and we put that as a main thing on our plate is the meat when it should be the smallest thing on our plate. But we overindulge in meat, and it causes a lot of problems in the gut area. And people get polyps in their intestine. They have intestinal cancer, and keep your gut clean. That's one of the, if not the most important part of your body that you want to focus on is that gut area. Blueberries also reduces gastrointestinal symptoms, gas and bloating and things like that. So it's really good for your gut area. And it eases urinary tract infection symptoms as well. Like most people, for urinary tract infection, they do cranberry juice. But blueberries are also one of the best fruits for urinary tract infection as well. They have many of the same compounds as the cranberries do. Blueberries also reduce muscle damage after exercise, which is what I like because I exercise a lot. And I utilize weights, when you're lifting weights, that also helps with health, strengthens your bones. So people who are getting up there in age, you might want to start, get a gym membership so that you can start lifting weights because it helps with, like you're using weight resistant exercises, helps with your balance and your posture and, building strong bones. It may reduce inflammation in the muscle tissues as well. So it helps with recovery, like after you go to the gym or after you're doing some type of exercise. Maybe you're riding your bike or maybe you're working out at home or whatever. Blueberries help reduce the inflammation in the muscle tissues that is one of the culprits that causes a lot of soreness. Could promote healthy aging as well. It does promote healthy aging because it reduces oxidative stress in the body. And we talked about oxidation a lot. Blueberries is one of the fruits that helps with reducing oxidation in the body, all that damage that's caused by inflammation and with the wrong foods that we eat. So make sure that you keep blueberries in your refrigerator or your freezer. My blueberries are in the freezer because I buy a lot and I don't want them to start going bad. And since I put them in my smoothies, it's cold, you know. Frozen strawberries, put them in the blender, and it makes my drink cold. And I take my bananas as well, and I peel my bananas and throw it in the blender. And with the banana and the blueberries and my protein powder, and oh man, we'll get into. I'll make a few of my favorite recipes later on. But just remember to make sure that you have blueberries because it's the most powerful superfood. It's the most powerful antioxidant fruit or vegetable out there.